Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Streck and I am a math teacher in the Neenah Joint School District. And I'm coming today to talk to you about a multiplication game that you can play with your child. All you need is a deck of cards. And for this deck of cards, you have a couple different choices on how to play. So one version, the standard version of war would be for each of the players to flip a card. And when you multiply these two cards, the first person to say 35 would get both cards. Now, if your child is just learning multiplication or that feels difficult for them and the pressure of competing with you on knowing that it's 35 the quickest, um, I don't want the anxiety and the anxiousness of competing and being quick to make them feel like they aren't successful, because being a good mathematician doesn't actually mean you have to be quick. And so while you can play it this way, you both flip a card, whoever says it first takes the card. Another suggestion I have for you would be for each of you to flip two cards and you work independently. So I got 6 times 10 and you got 5 times 1. And so my 6 times 10 is 60. Your 5 times 1 is 5. Therefore, I have more and I get all 4. It allows me to work at the pace that I need to work at while you work at your pace. And it doesn't create the same type of competition while still working on the same concepts. And so because I had 60 and you had 5, I get all 4 cards. So we could try it that way again. I flip 2 cards, 8 times 8, and you have 6 times 10. It might take me a while to figure out 8 times 8. I might have to think, okay, what's 8 times 10? That's 80. But then I have to take away 2 groups of 8, which is 16. So now I'm going to take back, right? I'm going to 80, take away 10, that's 70. And I still have to take away 6. Oh, 64. And you had 60. So instead of trying to memorize all the facts, we are really working with kids for them to think about relative facts and ways that they can anchor to times 10 and times 5 facts. Your child might have said, well, I know 8 times 5 is 40, right? And then, what do I still have left? Oh, I have an 8 times 3, that's 24. So 40 plus 24 is 64. That would also be a strategy they could use. So really, really embrace the conversation that can come around multiplication and how your child might choose to work out a problem like this. Even if they're not fast, even if they don't have the answer right away, the thinking behind the strategies they use is so important. And so take some minutes, slow down, and really talk through the way that your child solved their equations, which is why I would suggest playing it alongside of each other instead of against each other. There's still some competition, but it allows for your child to explain how they got the answer instead of being disappointed that their brain wasn't as fast as yours was. If they do answer it really quickly, ask them how they know. How did you get that? How did you know that so fast? What did you do? What did your brain do? If this number was, a 9 or it was a 7, how would that have changed your answer? And really get them to talk through it. So it's not necessarily about being able to get out as many math facts as possible, as quickly as possible, but to really understand how numbers work. That this really means that I have an 8 4 times. If I took all the 8s in this deck, that would be the same as having this one 4 times. Having that understanding will make them successful all the way through the years instead of just on multiplication facts. If you have questions about ways to learn more about multiplication or to understand how your child is learning their multiplication facts, please reach out. I'd be happy to talk more with you about resources that you can use at home when teaching multiplication. Have a good day.